We are live. Okay, so the iPhone 10 just came out. Time for us to move on. I would have unboxed that on this same channel. There was a slight complication. Something happened when I was trying to get it. Basically, I'm broke. So I couldn't get it.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
So next thing, it's time for us to move on. The next phone in the line of succession is the Samsung Galaxy S9. There have already been rumors about this now. There are already there are millions of sites with a lot of rumors. Let's look into some of these rumors. Which ones and which ones actually look realistic? Yeah, so you're all familiar with Samsung competing with Apple right now. Those are the two up there. They're really out there. As opposed to iPhone, every year Samsung they release a lot of phones because unlike iPhone, they are considerate. They realize that not everybody is rich. Not everybody has $1,500 to spend on a phone. My country, you can buy a piece of land in some states, but they come up with phones every single year. But the two main ones that everyone talks about are the Galaxy S series, which is early in the year, within the first 4 months, and then the Galaxy Note, the Note series, which for some reason just like to explode, comes out later in the year. Going to the future, they'll probably look more alike because the Galaxy S series is getting bigger. Now let's look into some of the rumors of this Galaxy S9 and see why the whole world is talking about it. Well, not the whole world, and see why the internet is crazy about it. But first of all, let's go into the basics. If you went to nursery school, we all know that the next phone to come out after the Galaxy S8 is going to be Galaxy S9, which I hope Samsung is going to do, unlike our friends. I went 7, 8, 10. So as for the Galaxy S9, we already know now that it's going to come in 2 models, which are going to be the Galaxy S9 and the Galaxy S9 Plus. But yeah, so this year, Samsung came out with 2 models of the Galaxy S8, which are the Galaxy S8 and the Galaxy S8 Plus. Now, they were typically the same. The only thing that was different is the screen size. If you know that the Galaxy S8 had a 5.8-inch display and a 6.2-inch display. And we already know that they already have the AMOLED display, which Apple just decided to join in this year. And it's just the most expensive one. Let's forget the fact that a unit of an iPhone 10 costs barely $300 to make. Decided to sell it for $1,500. Now we know there's an infinity screen on 2 of them because there is not going to be much difference when we're going to compare the Galaxy S8 to the Galaxy S9, which is coming out early next year. Now rumors say that it's going to come out a bit earlier as opposed to how other phones are coming out, but no one knows. Next up on the list is we're going to look at the cameras. Unlike this year's model, we know that Samsung is going to go down the route Apple went down when they were making this iPhone 7. So the camera of the S9 Plus is going to be a dual camera, which is going to make sure that the portrait mode is excellent, because I've heard about the portrait mode on Galaxy S8 and it's not that nice. And we also know now that Samsung is going to take from Apple's idea when using the Face ID. Now the S8 already has its face recognition, but there are actually videos on this same YouTube, people comparing the Face ID to the facial recognition of the Galaxy S8. Because for the facial recognition, you just have to look into the camera and that's it. But Face ID looks more futuristic and stuff like that, and it's actually faster. The Galaxy S9 is not going to come with the headphone jack, which is another thing that Samsung will take from Apple. But I'm not saying copying, because I think now they're working hand in hand. The OLED displays on the iPhone 10 were made by Samsung, so now they have become best buddies. So rumors state that with the fact that there is no headphone jack coming with the Samsung Galaxy S9, Samsung have decided to be considerate and put wireless headphones inside the box. I'm going to have wireless headphones coming inside the box. First of all, if you haven't seen my unboxing of the iPhone 8, be sure to check that out. The iPhone, as opposed to Apple's iPhone 10, the fingerprint scanner on the S9 is going to still remain there. It may be a bit of a stretch but if you already have if you already had an S8, the S9 is not going to be any problem. The only thing that you might take some getting used to is going to be the double camera, the dual camera at the back. So the dual camera at the back is going to be a 16 megapixel camera, which is better because Apple, for some strange reason, they just don't want to exceed 12 megapixels. And also there's going to be a dual camera at the front, which is going to enable the Face ID to work really well. Now, as opposed to the Samsung Galaxy S8, the S9 is going to have less bezels. The home button will still be there. I've not heard anything about the home button yet. Most of the leaks are pointing towards the home button being there. So all we can do now is pray that the home button is going to be there. And as for the lock screen button, we have heard that it may be a bit bigger, but no one actually cares about that. So let's just keep going. It's going to be a glass front and back. There's still going to be the normal OLED. In fact, there's still going to be normal AMOLED displays, the Infinity displays, the curved screens on the S9 as well as on the S9 Plus. Those are the basics. It's going to be a wireless charging, as we know. So as for the colors, nothing new has been heard in regards to the colors. So we just have to assume that it's going to come in the same colors as the S8 came in, which are midnight black, Arctic silver, maple gold, coral blue, and orchid green. Although I doubt those are going to be the exact same colors that come out, because if we're going to say that Samsung is taking a page out of Apple's book, the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 8 have different colors, come in different colors. The iPhone 7 came in matte black and jet black, while the iPhone 8 just came in space gray. But all the other colors are the same. So we're going to have to use the latest to assume what's coming next. As for the software, they are going to be running Android's latest version. I don't know what the name is. Now, for the price, it's not going to be anything scarier than normal. Not like what Apple has done to us. It's still going to come in the $600-700 range. Now, when I say dollars, I mean US dollars. I don't know about Canadian dollars. But if we're going to use Canadian dollars, we're going to go like $700-900 range. That's without tax. That's basically most of the things we know now. Updates will be uploaded as they arrive. So that's it so far. That's all we know so far about the next Samsung Galaxy, the next Samsung flagship phone. The updates will be uploaded as they come. So do not forget to leave a like and do not forget to subscribe. And I will see you in the next video.
So they're not going to
Who's that?
Samsung.
Yes, now. Samsung is the one making the screen for the iPhone 8. iPhone 8. What's the other one? 10.